Hello, we're here. Can you hear yourself? You're going to probably need to boost yourself more. Most people aren't professionals. This is a professional radio guy.
No, I hear myself. I'm deaf, so I need...
Yeah, you're like, it's nice to have some pros in here instead of these goddamn amateur hours.
I'll be the one guy that can hear out of one ear at the end of this because I don't.
I'm deaf in one ear.
Oh, right. Is it because of the headphones?
I mean, I use deaf. It sound
camera.
One ear sounds like a blown speaker, and the other ear sounds normal. So if I plug the normal one, it sounds like I'm listening to a blown speaker.
Is that because of the headphones? For
Yeah,
years?
I mean, 25 years. Well, and probably more than like 35 because I used to DJ before.
Yeah.
Clubs and stuff, so probably more. But yeah, it's fabulous when I don't want to hear my wife's TV when I'm like, we sleep in separate rooms anyway, but like when we go on vacation, we have to share a room.
Oh, do you sleep in separate rooms?
Oh, we have for 15 years. It's glorious.
God damn, I will write that down.
But
this guy has his fucking
can we
house
talk
in
about
order.
that in the show?
Sure.
Now,
Brian Grimes has his house in order.
Technically, we are
and I know
live on Twitch.
We are live right now.
Just saying
I should have told you that.
Just so you know. Just setting you up for later. He's like, oh yeah, and also.
I hate that. Sure. No, it's glorious. But when we do go to like a hotel or something, obviously I don't have my own room unless I can swing it. Sometimes you have the one that had like the suites. That's great.
Yeah.
But the deaf ear.
Are you carrying your own Zero Mountain Dew?
Yes.
This man fits in around here. I like the cut of this man's jib.
Right when I saw it, I thought it was my Mountain Dew.
Finally,
I know. He tried to move it. I'm like, that's me.
Yeah. I was like, oh my God, he likes Mountain Dew too.
Well, some would say he may have started with me. Though maybe, what if I, when he was a young boy learning to do this, and he would come in when me and Carlos would do Monster Best Of, and he saw me drinking Diet Mountain Dew, and what if I started killing his kidneys then? What if it was my fault?
Well, it was my mom's fault.
Okay, good.
She used to drink Diet Mountain Dew and Amaretto.
All right.
That sounds. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna call
that
the grind.
Hold on. First, this is all Florida's fault.
Right.
All right. I think we're good. Nice warm up.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Van. Would you like to start?
Yep.
This is a Weird Job Wednesday.
Yep.
Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome to Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
Hold on. You're gonna have to do it over.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Hold on a second.
There's no problem.
That's embarrassing myself in front of a real producer. All right. Hold on. Is that still on? Okay, it's gone. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2.
Welcome to a Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. We are live on Twitch. We're live on YouTube. Come check it out. Jump in the chat room. You could even see our special guest before we even announce him.
Yep.
Just search for it wherever you get your podcasts and live streams at Tom and Dan Live. Did I say live screams? I think I said live screams.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Happy pre-Thanksgiving Day.
Yes.
I don't
even think that's a thing, but I like that you're doing it.
It's the biggest party day or the biggest bar revenue day of the year. That's what they used to say.
Is the day before Thanksgiving? I thought it was Thanksgiving night.
No, day before Thanksgiving. Everybody
is
has
that
to
the big one?
Wasted before they have to see their family.
See, in DeLand, we would go out Thanksgiving. You go to your family, and then you'd meet them and eat, and then after that, you'd be like, all right, we're going to our old bar haunts in DeLand, and we're going to go party like we used to back in the day.
Oh, yeah, because everybody's back in town.
Yeah, and then you go out, and then next thing you know, you're making out with some lady, and you're married, and you're like, because you used to like her, she used to like you, and then you're like, I don't know, I'm going to explain this to my family.
Let's do some weird job.
All right, I wrote this guy a custom song.
Right.
He's here to talk about not his day job, but I may have written the song
we're going to talk his day job.
Yeah,
too.
we're going to talk his day job too, but his day job is radio. His weird job is rum. Let's do it.
Yo-ho, yo-ho, it's a radio life for me. We all start as interns in radio life. Go live, me hearties, yo-ho. The host has us high that he cheats on his wife. Go live, me hearties, yo-ho. Yo-ho, yo-ho, it's a radio life for me. We hustle for clients while doing mad drugs. Go live, me hearties, yo-ho. When strippers come in, it's the old rub and tug. Go live, me hearties, yo-ho. Yo-ho, yo-ho, it's a radio life for me.
All right. In studio with us right now, we've got Brian Grimes. How you doing, Brian?
Hey, how's it going?
Of course, Brian Grimes, the producer of XL and Johnny's House for how many years now?
23.
God.
23 years of producing arguably the biggest morning show.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's definitely the one that doesn't seem to waver as much. It's like, yeah, the kids like pop music, and that's where it's going to stay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we're going to keep you at number one.
Well, I started with Doc and Johnny.
Yes, yeah.
And so when I started with them, I mean, I was call screener / producer. And then just throughout the years, people have kind of fallen off. Doc left and went somewhere else.
Yeah. And he went alt-right, too.
Yeah.
It was wild. He was my favorite Doc.
He went country for a while.
Yeah, my favorite Doc was Moms of Liberty Doc Holiday. That's my favorite one.
And then
I got into a fight with him, so I have nothing but bad things to say about that guy, and I'll continue to be mean to him. And if he wants to be mean to me, that's fair, that's fine. But that guy, I used to make so many jokes about that turtle-headed bastard. Am I allowed to say that? Am I getting you into trouble?
No. See, so this was the feud between the Monsters at the time, and then Doc and Johnny started before me.
Yeah.
That was before me.
So when you guys were talking, like I used to sit in on Best of Saturdays.
Yes.
So that
With
was
me and Carlos. Yeah.
That was before Clear Channel at the time bought XL. So they were still across the street.
That's right.
And they were moving them over because I had an internship with Dave Green in production.
So did Tom. You had an internship with Dave Green.
No,
Carlos did.
Carlos had an internship.
Carlos did.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dave Green used to be in charge of a lot of the interns.
Production.
And then you guys would have to go and roll tape all day, right?
Right. And so thankfully, that's how I hooked up with you guys because Carlos knew how bad that internship kind of sucked
It's a
for
little
doing
dry.
fun stuff because you had to file. Because back in then, it was not digital, it was all paper. So you had to file production orders and you had to like dub stuff in, and every now and then you get to voice something, but for the most part it was clerical work. And so I would grab my stack of stuff and disappear into their studio and just sit and watch.
I called that department radio nerds.
Yeah, I think Dave Green would take that as a compliment.
Right.
Like, I love Dave. Dave's always been good to us.
Engineering radio
nerd.
scientists.
Well, they voice everything too,
not
though.
wrong.
So they're voice actors.
Yes,
in a sense.
Yeah.
And
a lot of people don't know this, and I wish that he would let more people know this. But Dave Green, one half of the legendary Mofugger duo.
Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes. He also had another
was
show.
always awesome dude to me,
He had
too.
a show.
Always awesome
Yeah,
to
yeah,
us,
nice
dude. Like
guy.
that guy, I haven't talked to him in years, but Dave Green would give anything we needed for any dumb bit.
Yeah.
He would break rules for us. He would do all. So shout out to Dave Green.
Does he still work at the radio station?
No, yeah, he does. He still he doesn't come in. He
He's
works
remote.
from home.
Okay.
But he just came in for the holiday greetings for all the clients.
Oh, yeah.
So he came in and does. So I saw him like maybe a couple weeks ago, and that's when I thought to myself, gosh. That guy hired me as an intern when Jack from, at the time, the Phillips File, they turned me down. And so that guy kind of rescued me off the heap.
Yeah.
And that's how I got in the building.
You know, I got
Okay.
denied Phillips File too.
Did
I
you?
never
Me
got,
too.
I never got put in the. No, they never put me in the thing.
That's how my internship started.
Wait, all three of us are too dumb to be in the Phillips File?
Yes,
They interviewed me. They interviewed me.
Oh no, this is amazing.
Oh, I never even got to the interview.
Oh, they did interview me.
No, I never made it that far. I
And
never
then-
went in that bucket. The only bucket I went into is the Ed Till bucket because they didn't have anybody. Ed had chased off all of his producers and interns, so they're just like, put the little guy in there.
They interviewed me, and I remember Moira at the time was on the show, and she asked me, did I matter? And I'm like, I don't even know what you mean. Do I matter? Like, do I vote? Or what are you asking?
Like, that's
We're gonna
hard.
It's like, sell me this pencil. And you're like, what the hell's happening?
It's like a trick.
I mean, I think I matter.
Yeah, what kind of question is that for an interview? Is that just trying to get in your
Well,
head?
I failed. So I ended up
Hold on, how did Angel get in there? Oh, we just saw him.
Now, they had a bit for Angel, because remember, Angel's bit was to pretend like he didn't know English, and you're not supposed to talk about that anymore.
I will say
that was the Angel I liked.
I love Spanish, no English Angel.
I got beat out on the Phillips File by Jana Banana, which was a good person anyway.
Do you know where she is right now?
I do not.
Jana Banana, right now, as I sit here, do you know where she sits? In Australia, training for the altered, or the, what is it called? It's like altered handicap water skiing world championships
Paris.
in
Oh,
Melbourne.
God.
She's in Melbourne, Australia, training with her husband.
Well, that's why she got it and I didn't.
Because she's an extraordinary
Clearly she
woman.
matters.
Yeah, clearly she does. If Moira goes, do you matter? And she's like, I matter more than you do, bitch.
I can ski on this wheelchair. It's like,
watch
goddamn.
That's hard to do. You ever skied in a wheelchair?
No.
So-
I can't even
Hard.
regular ski.
Very hard.
I remember when I was listening to real radio, and then I was listening to Phillips File. I could never wake up. Well, actually, that was before before the Monsters of the Midday. It was Howard Stern.
Howard Stern, yeah.
But I remember Phillips File had an internship opening, and so I remember I went and like I went to UCF on their computer. Like that was like you had
Would
to
you
go.
log into Pegasus? I
log into Pegasus. Yeah, I got a Pegasus. I'm like, what the hell?
I went there for a semester.
So
I went back 19 years later and graduated.
My password's Twain 30569. And then I sent I think it was probably Jack at the time an email.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was like, should I include a joke to show my comedic talent?
So what'd you throw in? What'd you go with?
I think I made a joke about Moira's boobs because they used to do that on the show. I wanted to show them that I was like,
let me show them Jewish Tetons. Let me see them big temples.
That probably,
say?
yeah, didn't you? Yeah. Then I was like, I'll go with the rednecks.
Put him on the redneck ship.
All I have to do for that show is give Daniel porno.
Yeah. That guy gave me porno. Like, I'll let you run the show. You want a segment? I'll give you a segment. It's all you. Yeah, it was good porn too.
Anyway, all right. So Brian, first, okay, let's start with your rum company, YoHo Spice Rum.
So this is what I would consider your I mean, this is a weird job. Like
Okay,
having
yes.
your own rum company.
Yeah.
And selling it or like trying to market it or formulate it or test the flavors or make the flavors. Like, so how do we start with the dream of you owning your own rum company?
Okay, so my wife and I, we got separated for like 18 months. We've been together 25 years, been married for 20 now. But for 18 months, we were separated.
Oh, you could do that? Oh my God.
Best 18 months ever.
It depends.
I didn't know you could do that. I want to do that now.
Well, she threw
Just
me
a
out.
break?
She threw me out.
No,
So-
okay. All right.
Oh, wow, Brian.
You don't get to just walk
Yeah.
out. That's not how it works.
This is a brave, badass man that can come in here and talk about
Well,
that.
I'm
not how it
gonna
works, pal.
I'm going to tell the family I'm going to buy a pack of cigarettes so they have
Yeah,
a, you know.
that's called the Good Charlotte when you just walk out Christmas morning.
Right, yeah. No, so we got separated anyway. That's a whole different story for a whole different day. But we worked it out. We were getting back together. And so we
Nice.
were going to do a vow renewal. That was our plan. And we were going to do it at the beach because we loved like the West Coast beaches and all that stuff.
Nice.
And I mean, truth be told, we hated each other when we got separated. We worked everything out. And when we got back together, we're like best of friends. So
That's really lovely to hear.
Yes,
That's fantastic.
so-
and I
well-
know your wife too. It's
Yeah.
really cool to see that happen because she's sweet.
she's good.
I love her. She's a good person.
Yeah, she's a good person. And so we were gonna do our vow renewal, and we were gonna rent a house over on the coast, the West Coast, because we're doing it on the beach.
Yeah.
And so I don't know why. I've been drinking Captain Morgan since I was like 14. And so I was like, you know what?
It's one of my first spirits that I ever tasted. I like the sugar.
Captain and Coke. It's easy to order.
It's also got that there's a delicious caramel flavor.
Yeah.
With like if you do real sugar Coke.
Yeah.
With real high quality rum, there's just a flavor you get that to me is like,
This is going to be way better than that. But than the Captain Morgan's version. No offense to the Captain Morgan's people. They make a lot of money.
I started with St. Ides.
Yeah.
And Mad Dog 2020.
awesome.
Yeah, rum was too advanced for a little.
They called him Kendall Snoop Dogg.
15-year-old Tom.
Started with St. Ides Special Brew in the parking lot of
Yeah.
JJ Whispers.
Well,
but
the chat room likes your Boone's Farm hat. Chat room's been talking about that. So.
Yeah, so we decided we were going to do a vow renewal. We're going to stay in this house, and then it was going to be a bunch of friends, but it turned out being like 7 girls and me that were going to stay there. I don't know.
That's how you don't get renewal, right? I've seen this. It's like a foyer door in Tampa. You know, I've seen these.
And so I was like, you know what? I think I want to make my own alcohol drink to take over to the beach because we're staying for a week. I don't know why I thought that, but I did. So I looked up how to make rum on the internet.
Weird that you wanted to make your own rum.
Yes.
I would think that would be impossible.
It's not. It's
Okay.
pretty. It's when you read, like, there's how to everything on the internet.
Oh my God, he's using your own stuff against you. He says that to everybody, and you just use it against him. And he's mad that he didn't say it first.
But I looked up how to make rum, and so I made a batch of rum in our closet. And I let it age. I mean, I didn't have much time, so I let it age for like 2 months.
Okay, so
like my friends do with limoncello and stuff, like where they put it in their closet and they're like, I made this.
So
Yeah.
it's okay. I'm gonna guess here, and I
Okay.
may be wrong, but like potatoes fermented
vodka.
is vodka.
Yes.
And rum is fermented sugar.
A lot of sugar. But
is it sugar cane or what's the actual thing that turns into alcohol?
Well, I mean, when you do it right, it's probably something that when you do it on the internet something totally different. My distillery would be like, dude, shut up, you're an idiot. They know what they're doing.
You're just going through your original origin story.
Right. This is where the whole thing came from.
Gotcha. Because eventually we'll get to the distillery.
But I guess it's all sugar anyway. Potatoes just turn into sugar. It's just chemistry. So it's sugar will turn into alcohol.
In prison, you can make any alcohol, and it's sugar, and and then it's good. And sugar in prison, any sex is good. Man sex is the same as female.
Okay. Sometimes better.
Sometimes it is better.
I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's
what
better?
do you like?
You know what's better after sex? A high five instead of a cuddle. You know, like this guy. After sex, this guy will just fist bump me. We go our merry way.
Like watching football.
Yeah, I like it's way better. I don't want to cuddle.
All right.
So we made. I made it. I wanted like a spice rum flavor. So I looked that up, and then I wanted to tweak it a little bit. So I added orange, vanilla, and some extra cinnamon to it.
Oh, I like that.
And that's where the base formula came from. So I wrote it all down. I wrote down everything I used, and I saved, and I just held on to that. And it was delicious. So my wife wouldn't drink it. She's like, I'm not drinking that because I'll go blind.
Yeah.
Like we're
which is the best sign of a getting back together. Like, try my new rum. You're an idiot. They're like, I'm ruined it again. I'm doing it again.
But even her friends drank it and they loved it. So now I came up with the name YoHo because it's pirate, obviously, spice rum.
Sure.
But I was at a house with 7 girls and just me, and we were there for a week. And so I was jokingly yelling every 10 minutes, YoHo, get me a drink. And so I wrote on my bottle with Sharpie, YoHo spiced rum, and that's what I called it.
So Daniel was right when he told me because when he told me that.
He yelled at me. He's like, "There's no way sweet and polite Brian Grimes would ever refer to a woman as a hoe."
No, because when Daniel's,
and that's when I came up with my nappy-headed hoe, my Don Imus's nappy-headed hoe rum.
So Daniel was like, I'm like, oh, what's Brian's rum name again? And he's like, YoHo. I'm like, oh, like the pirate? And he's like, yes, but like you're saying YoHo, get me some rum. And I'm like,
exactly.
No. And then I thought
you were going to slap my face.
I'm like, no, it's a pirate.
Since he's in such good shape, his testosterone is up. He's very violent. He's punching the walls. He's slapping my face.
So what's the next step where you're like, hey, I want to produce this? Then you got to find someone who does this professionally?
Because you already had a flavor that was good. You liked it. The girls liked it. And then you're like, okay, well, I'm on to something, but like, what is the next, like, to make it real?
So I put the little formula thing away for years, honestly, and it just kind of sat there. I never made it again. It was pretty delicious.
Hold up a bottle, Tom, so we can show everybody this. Here, there it is.
Beautiful
packaging, man. I know you've redone it.
Yes.
And it looks good. Oh, show the sexy. There's like a sexy girl on the side.
See, there's a hoe.
Yeah, but she's cute. She's like, I know your boys like anime. They'll love her.
Oh, yeah.
That is right up Tommy Van's alley right there. That is the way they should be drawn.
Yeah. So I put the formula aside, and literally nothing happens for years.
Yeah.
And then, I do the radio thing.
Yes.
And so Wahlburgers was opening up downtown. And they were having this big event, a big street party. Mark Wahlberg came and all that stuff. And then
his brother that nobody cares about, but they shove him down their throats.
Donnie?
No, the other, there's like the chef. All the other ones are like the actor ones, and then there's the one Wahlberg that made the burgers. And then we're all like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I talked to him. We were at, I think.
We did the opening.
Yeah, still in radio at the time.
So there was a big party, right? They had a bunch of stuff going on.
We went to that.
They had a guy who owned a distillery locally giving out samples of his alcohol, and just side conversation. I said, "Oh, dude, I make, I made rum, and I want to make it somewhere."
Oh, I bet he hated that you say that.
And he gave me.
I make rum too, just like you.
Well, I didn't say that because I didn't want to get punched in the face.
Tom loves doing that. He's like, I'm the same as you. I'm an amateur rum man.
Yeah. So because it makes him feel bad. That's kind of by accident,
but he gave me his card, and the next day I hit him up, and he gave me the price, and it was way out of my price range.
Right.
So I'm like, yeah, that's not happening. And so we set on it again for another couple of years. And then, my wife started doing real estate, and she had her regular job at the same time. Okay. So she was like stacking money.
Nice.
And so she had, some money saved up, and she's like, hey, if you want to do that rum thing, let's reach out to that guy again and see what his price is.
Your wife was funding your dream?
Yes. Imagine that.
My God.
See what 18 months off will do?
Yeah, but this is what happens to one of our biggest and fattest listeners, EJ. His wife funds all of his dreams.
Well, she doesn't fund all of my
That's
dreams.
sad. He's in there. I just wanted to say something mean to him while he's in
this
the
one
chat room.
She did fund. And so I called the guy back, and we worked out a price. It was still. You learn a lot when you go into business for the first time. You guys, I'm sure, know.
Oh man,
and
still
so
failing.
it was still too much. Now I know that, but I paid it. Whatever.
Yeah.
And so then this guy and his distillery made my first batch. Now that's not who I'm with anymore. But he made my first batch, and it was cool. I gave him my sheet with my flavors, told him this is what I want. And he made a couple of rounds, and I tested it. My wife and I tested it. We wanted something that women would drink because that's important more than men drinking it. Because guys will drink just about anything, and women are a little more.
Yes,
true.
yeah.
So we wanted
If the
something.
women likes
true.
it, then
Yeah, you can tell me anything. You can tell me, like an old dog turd will get me high. I'm like, all right.
Well, now there are like drinkers that want I want real rum that isn't all this like frilly shit. Like I want the real stuff, and they're going to be turned off by something that's not legit. The same with bourbon and whiskey, but like for the most part, you want something that's kind of mainstreamish. And we have a boat and we swim. We hang out at our pool a lot, so we wanted something that's light that you could drink during the day and not when it's hot and all that stuff. So this is the flavor.
Wait a minute, are
came
you
up with.
Johnny's house Tom Van? Because this
What
guy,
kind of boat do you have?
Yeah, this guy has a boat. This guy has a
Where do you
boat
go
too,
out?
and he just put his in the water for well. He got divorced from his boat. They've been on an 18-month break.
No, I just took it out
They just
last
renewed your
weekend.
vows last week.
I have a 21-foot Regal, and so
All right,
yeah.
I got 22 foot, no big deal.
But and I haven't taken it
What
out
year's
either.
your boat? Wait.
2015.
Oh, we might be neck and neck. What are you, an 09?
No,
What are you,
yeah,
old
yeah,
Dusty?
yeah,
What are
yeah.
you, like a old 96er?
Mine's pre 9/11.
yeah.
Oh yeah, mine's
Mine already
Yeah.
forgot.
His
Mine's-
is the- they call that before the world changed. A lot of dreams, before the innocence was lost.
Yeah. When you could go all the way to the gate.
When you can go all the way to the gate.
My motor was before white rappers.
Mine's not.
Came out about the same time as Snow's Informer.
91.
When you
crank it. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's more of a licky boom boom down.
Yeah. So we wanted something you could drink on the boat at the pool. So we came up with something really light, and we made the first batch, and it sold really well. Now this is the second round. We've switched things up a little bit. It was much sweeter before, which I found out, through, like I said, you learn the hard way about some business stuff. It was before just full of artificial flavors and sugars to get the flavor that I wanted. The new family that makes it, it's Lugo Craft Distillery. It's a legit Puerto Rican family. They make legit aged rum, and then they spice it and they flavor it with natural stuff. So it sits in a barrel with real oranges and real vanilla versus before where it was like just throw some chemical. Like basically RFK got a hold of my rum and stripped it of the chemicals.
The Puerto Ricans
take out some of the things that are make it a little bit better.
Why are you
better
talking
for
like
you.
that?
My God, you do not talk healthy, so I don't want to do anything that you say because you sound like you.
You gotta hide that.
You sound like your voice has rotten. You have cancer aids of the throat.
When when you have some sort of disfiguration, you gotta hide it. You see?
Yeah.
You can't just start talking to people.
He's super tan, brown, red, and his voice sounds like it's gonna fall out.
Oh, and by the way, I learned business the easy way. Brian learns it the hard way.
Well, because I went into business with the wrong people.
Yeah.
And then
I know that's
it ends up costing you money. Like I ended up we made money, but at the end of the day, because of some creative bookkeeping, I lost money on the first.
Yeah.
The
Well,
first
everybody does
go-round.
when you start your business because you don't know the hell you're doing. You know?
Right.
And so that's a part of the learning process.
Of course.
Without that, I mean, is there a successful business that is still around that didn't make mistakes early on?
Right.
Like that's literally it's like saying a kid or a human being learn how to walk without falling down a couple times.
Right.
You know, it's ridiculous.
What, like in this, what would you say in those earlier, batches that you were doing? I mean, did you have to do one and then buy just a ton of liquor and then store it and then work all that out?
Yes.
That's a lot. That could be a lot of money. Then that's storage. I mean, what was the hardest part before you switched to the new Puerto Rican family that's making the rum? Before we got to the new one, like what were some of the problems you were having? Because I remember years ago when you were starting and you were with the old distillery.
Yeah.
How did it go?
Early on, it's hard because you have to make a lot. Like they require. Like I had to make a whole pallet of it, which was 1,300 bottles, which doesn't sound like a lot, but 1,300 bottles is a lot to move.
Yeah, I don't even know if we could fit that in here.
There's 6 bottles in a case, and so like a typical store will buy a case or whatever it might be, and then you've got. So I had 1,300 bottles to sell. And that was really hard to do, and you don't want it to sit very long. And then you have to find a distributor because it's 3-tier, the liquor business, and you don't know that till you go in either. Like I can't just sell it to somebody. I've got to have a distributor.
Oh my God!
How ridiculous! I thought we lived in America.
No, well we do, and that's why
yeah,
because they want to tax at every step. So like you pay tax when you make it, you pay tax when you sell it, and they pay tax when they sell it, and then they pay tax when they sell it. So everyone I make the least of everybody on the actual product. You have to do volume like crazy to make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I can't possibly.
It's almost like the giant companies have kept the little guy out.
Even
Write that down. I like that. That's an interesting observation. I don't think I've ever heard
It's almost
anybody
like
say.
they lobbied the government enough where it made it nearly impossible for anybody to compete against them.
It's exactly like that.
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's stories where, and I didn't have that situation because I didn't end up in these places. But there's stories where some of the bigger brands will go in. We'll use Chili's as an example.
Okay.
As let's say I got my liquor into a Chili's, the distributor for let's say Captain Morgan's will come in and see it and be like, "What is that?"
Oh, he'll get
and
that
then
out of there.
He'll take all of my bottles and replace them for free with theirs, and just so they can't sell mine. They didn't lose any money, but they're going to do it, obviously, and then they just won't buy from me again because that's basically, hey, don't do that again.
Yeah, because they got free booze.
So, right. And, or they'll say, hey, what's that going to cost? $23 a bottle? We'll give you these for $8 a bottle because they don't lose money. They make billions of dollars. And so they do kind of squash that. You have to find somebody who wants something local in their, in their establishment.
People are always surprised when they hear that this happens, but of course it happens.
Of course.
It's business.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I remember, like,
We talk about business.
we wanted to get a billboard one time as a joke, and then put like Tom and Dan won you $159.
This is pre-pandemic too, when this just started rolling out. We were going to do the Dan Newland billboard.
Well, we were just making fun of that premise, but
Yes.
we won you way little. Like, and then the billboard company was like, we will not be making fun of our biggest client. Thank you.
They told us straight up.
And they're like,
well,
we'll pay you. And we're like, they pay us way more than you could ever even dream of.
Yeah, they're like, and they've been paying us for 10 years, and we're never jeopardizing this relationship.
Yeah. And then I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Of course they're not going to like say like, hey, we let these guys make fun of you, and we want your money more than their piddly nothing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So that's kind of the way that works. And then distributors, like there's big name distributors, they only take on bigger clients, obviously, or you have to kind of pay money up front for them to distribute your stuff. And I don't
literally pay them to have to
this
sell
sounds like?
your alcohol.
Yes.
You know what this sounds like? This sounds a lot like our next door neighbor Colette with her new book. It's very similar how they get your book out or to get your book in bookstores or get people using it. You got to get out there and you're going to hustle your balls off.
All the small craft beer breweries know this game. They've been playing it for years. And some people, like, then you start getting deep. And once you get distributed and you get into that game, then you realize that's a whole different, where it's like, if your stuff doesn't sell, you're buying it back after a certain amount of time. And then all of a sudden, now you've got more product than you had before you started. And they're like, you still got to pump it out. But like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then like, it is a difficult game for a small business.
It is.
Let's talk old formula.
Why'd you do it, Brian?
Well, did you have to throw out all the old formula, or did you sell all of it?
We sold it all. I mean, it sounded like an awesome thing to do. Like, how many people do you know that own their own? When I come to a party, I don't bring Captain Morgan's. I bring my own rum.
Yeah.
You're the guy.
Now
that's why I did it. I had no idea the 3-tier system that I had to pay a price, and then I had to sell it for a price, and then they had to add money to sell it to a person, and then they had to add money to. I had no idea about the 3-tier part until I did it. Like, because how would I know? Other than to look that up, I guess.
And now you have one small advantage is when it comes to anything, marketing is definitely, I mean, that's every business needs some sort of marketing. And I'm sure you realize that. We're like, hey, I've been in this town and been on the radio for
25 years,
20 years at the time you started this or whatever. So like I've gotten to know a lot of people, a lot of listeners. Our show has a huge reach, and so like, and I've got a big social media following and stuff. So like that definitely helps.
It does, but at the same time, it creates a problem because
Because you can't sell it to him. It's like they're like, hey, Brian, from XL, I want to buy your rum. But you're like, I can't sell it directly to you.
Yeah, and I also can't go out and say, like, on the radio to come buy my rum unless I paid to say that, even though I work there.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
like
you can say it here. Like, go buy his rum, buy his rum, buy his rum, rum.
You can work it in there, right?
You can actually have it shipped to you, bevfly.com.
Yeah. Bevfly. Yeah, Bevfly's good.
Yeah.
You can get all kinds of
ship
stuff there.
everything.
All right. So if you do run, I know we're going to get some people that want to know.
Yeah.
So Bevfly.
Bevfly.com. The guy's name is Bobby that runs it. He's a great guy.
Yeah,
It's BEV, Bevfly.
Bevfly, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And if you just go to yohorum.com, there's a link right there.
Okay.
It takes you directly to the page on Bevfly. Page on Bevfly that has my stuff. So anyway, yohorum.com. Anyway, so I can't just go and say on the radio. So that hurts. They assume that I can. So like, and
if you did, like, I always wondered because I did payroll all the time. Maybe it was the difference in program.
Talk about the Costa sunglasses. The best one. We used to beg for Costa Del Mar sunglasses, and they would drop off a box, and just like there'd be so many pairs of Costas in there that I started treating these $300 sunglasses just like I'm just like, nah, I have 1,000 pairs of free Costas.
And we'd be like, give us more free Costas, and then like the host would be like, no, you can't say that. We should be like, give us free Costas, and they send us
We would check Costa,
and then we put them on,
show up.
And then I don't know, no one ever said anything.
No one did anything.
I think they thought
it was fake, but it wasn't fake.
That's some of it.
Yeah.
My radio station that I work on is a whole different animal.
Yeah, they're pros. You guys are, you guys
than
are
anybody else in the building.
There's no rough around the edges on Johnny's house.
Everybody's a pro.
Everything done top tier.
Yeah.
Monsters, no offense. I was part of it, so I can speak on it. Oh, it's rough.
Yeah. I'm like, half the people here are addicts.
I'm not even talking about the
XL's
personal
not like
part.
that.
No, I know,
is not
right?
like that.
I didn't even go over there.
We went in there.
I felt like a homeless
when we went,
person.
and thank you again for having us.
We loved it. It was
for
fun.
the beer fest. We came in. I mean, Ray. By the time we left, Ray already had a post up on Instagram. There's fireworks blasting off. She had all the links in there.
Yeah.
Like we don't.
And sales listens very close to us. So like if something gets
you guys are a
mentioned
cash cow.
too much, they're gonna be like, okay, what's this all about? So I can drop it in where it fits. But like if I go to a liquor store locally and I use that as my foot in the door, then they're like, cool, so when can I hear my name on the radio?
Right.
I can't say your name on the radio.
Yeah.
But you can
like,
lie to them because most liquor store owners stupid.
they're
they're so dumb.
okay, and
But
so
you got social media. That
helps. That helps a lot.
So and you're from the age which I bet the new school radio employees probably they probably tied this down, but we had social media before even the companies adopted it.
Yes.
So then like everybody had their, and I remember like I was on the tail end of it, but I remember when the companies started coming and like, hey, we got to start like all kind of being uniform with our social media because like technically your social media is like kind of tied into us because you're a personality.
You're an influencer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then like now to the point where I think like you'll see the companies, if you want a social media handle, it's got to be like the company's name or the radio numbers and the person's name.
Yeah.
Like so it's like directly tied in. So you like having these rogue broadcasters with their own social media, well, I'm sure was a problem for, especially like 10 years ago when everybody started like I have my own Facebook and Instagram and stuff.
We're gonna need you to conform.
Yeah. So it's
They've been pretty loose with that. They haven't locked it down, but like I can do what I want, but at the same time I can't go crazy. Like they do the pigs eat, hogs get slaughtered. So I can't go crazy. But it's very hard to explain
I love going crazy.
And you know what I love? I love slaughter hog. Big smooth slaughter hog with her smooth skin at the end of the night, and I'm like, and I start kissing her neck. Oh my God, so smooth. The fat girls. Fat girls are smooth.
Slaughter hog will do anything.
Ain't that right, slaughter hog?
It's like, how are you doing that? All right, sorry.
Anyway,
you want to do a shot of rum?
Yeah.
You want to taste the rum?
yeah, sure, let's do it.
Let's taste the rum.
Go back to.
But so the local liquor stores are very hard to work with also because another problem is getting it into ABC and getting into Total Wine. That's not easy.
Yes.
And the local ones will take you in, but like they wanted me to go do 4-hour free tastings 3 times a month. So like they don't expect that of Captain Morgan's or anybody else, but they know I'm local and I need the. So they're like, we'll buy 4 cases.
You know who they do expect it of? Admiral Nelson.
Yeah,
which is the cheap knockoff
yeah.
of Captain Morgan.
I mean, he's not a captain.
He's a redhead.
Yeah.
He's a redhead. I don't like Admiral Nelson.
And so they wanted me to, and I started doing that, and then I got to the point where I'm like, I would tell them no, and they'd be like, well, we're not going to order this month, and I'm like, well, dude,
Get your folding table and get out there.
4 cases only makes me $400. You want me to stand out there for 16 hours for $400?
yeah, but I just can't do this.
Like that doesn't make sense.
no
Must
time.
not be a go-getter.
Right. This doesn't make you.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at this point I'm doing it for like $4 an hour.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a passion project.
So I had to
too,
stop
yeah.
doing that, and now I'm more focused on like getting it into play. Like it's at Teak, which is in Metro West.
okay, that's a nice gig.
Bars and restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so-
that's a nice bar.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's not. I mean, it's one thing to have it at like, hey, it's down there at the Boot Hill Saloon.
Yeah.
like it'd be. I mean, that actually wouldn't be a bad place to have it.
Pretty solid place,
But
yeah.
I would say to have it in Teak is kind of is that the brand you're kind of
Well,
going for? Is like maybe a little more.
So the trick is to
fancy?
get it in a place that has an actual drink menu because
Sure.
no one, unless you're a listener to XL or you follow me on Instagram, is going to go in and say, give me YoHo and. They're going to say, give me rum and or Captain and because that's
And they're just giving you a house.
And so if you put it on a drink, like my friend John owns Teak, he puts it. He's got 4 drinks on the menu. It's their best selling rum because those drinks do well.
Yes.
And so
Rum drinks are very in right
and
now.
they did the
too.
same thing at Cabana Bay. They at the city over by Universal. They put it
nice.
at the Swizzle Bar in the lobby, and it's
that's
in
awesome.
it's in an actual drink. So nobody's gonna walk.
That's
but,
cool.
But they can say it's local. That's why they put on the menu. This is a local rum, and tourists they love it.
Yep.
And so that's kind of the direction we've started to go. I don't have any employees, so it's like me that has to go out and do the hustling.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
don't have a ton of time.
You can get our ex-employees. They quit. They're out there. If you can find them, they're good.
I'll give you a good recommendation.
Yeah, they're really, really
I'll give
good.
anybody a good recommendation.
But they do have a low tolerance for BS.
Yeah, I'll interview them and ask, do they matter?
We need to ask her one day. I'm
Moira?
sure. Yeah. Like,
I don't even know if she's in Orlando anymore, dude.
Yeah,
I
but
thought she
on
was like a
social-
politician.
Okay,
now or
last
something.
I heard, she had run for, I think it was city council or something, and I don't believe she won.
Oh.
And I think that was about it. That was all I saw.
But I just want to know, like, what was the right answer to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, what were you trying to get from that? Like, because it's obviously some sort of test,
Right,
and it's like, what is the response that is an A?
What could I have said?
Yeah.
What could I have said?
Yeah.
I don't like cryptic tests.
Yeah.
I've never been a fan.
No,
you
me
know,
either.
yeah.
And
Don't
maybe
do that.
maybe the whole thing is that there is no right answer. It's just how you
How I respond.
Oh,
to
respond to
Andrea,
that.
Andrea says she is doing politics. Is she? My wife's in the chat room. Is she running for office again? Because I know she did that once
In Seminole County, I think.
Yeah, I think it was in
yeah.
Seminole. She didn't win. I can't think of anything that I'd rather not do than politics. Honestly.
Well, you can make some money if you're corrupt.
Yeah. And I would be.
Because
buddy.
I'm learning.
I
yes.
want to be like that fat
God.
guy in Canada
I'll
who's
do it.
doing cocaine and they. Oh
yeah,
my God.
I'll get it there because then you start giving all the contracts out to your friends.
Oh, kickbacks
I'll
to
do that, no
everybody.
problem.
Kickbacks for everybody.
Yo-ho.
Yo-ho rum, the official rum of Orlando.
It'll
I
be
like
in water fountains.
Let's do it. Yeah, I'll put it everywhere.
In 5 years, you retire with a pension. That's kick ass.
And I'll do a thing where I'll go to your bar and I'm like, we want to put YoHo in here, and they're like, we can't do that. I'm like, we get the muscle.
I'll break your
rough 'em up,
windows.
shove that. And I've always wanted to do that move where
No.
I point to something, and I have these 2 giants that came to our beer fest.
Oh, they'll do anything for us.
Okay, I have these 2 giants.
Yeah.
They're my giants, and they call themselves Dan's Giants, and they are mine. Am I lying?
They're giant.
I am
They're
not
like
lying.
6'7", 400.
You go, one of them I think is 6'9", the other 6'7", and they're each 400 apiece. They're not brothers, but they look identical, and they're my giants. And I'll go up to the bar like, hey, we can get some YoHo in here. They're like, sorry, we can't do that. I'll point to the back back of your bar where all your bottles are, and you destroy it. And then the Giants come in and they do that move where they take their arm and they just gently walk as every bottle smashes on the floor.
Yeah,
and they'd
yeah.
be like, it'd be a shame if all your liquor got busted up before a big holiday weekend. Then we'll get YoHo in there. They'll do it.
And they'll kneecap you good.
Yeah. And then the owner, if that doesn't work, I'll flush his head in the toilet. That always, you get a giant, you're drowning a man in a toilet.
They're hired. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So, so now what's the next step for YoHo? Is it just continuing to get in more and more bars in Orlando? And
that's kind of the goal. I've had a lot of people reach out, like, and that's another thing with the distribution. Like, I have a new distillery now, so that part is I think handled. Like the flavor, everything is good. The production is good.
So that's like the hard part.
Yeah, I mean,
well, one of the hard parts.
Well, there's not a lot of people that make alcohol, so you're limited to like who you can use, right? And then you can't really shop it around. You just got to trial and error. Well, the first one was an error. The second one, this family's great. Like their distillery is in Lakeland. Super nice people. They actually make the official rum of the Jacksonville Jaguars and UCF.
Oh wow!
And so they're in Publix, liquor stores. Like they got a good product that they already make.
Okay.
So I met them through my distributor who distributes mostly wine and stuff for the Tavistock group. So he's a local guy. His name's Kevin. He's a good dude. And so now I'm with good people, whereas before I was not.
Yeah, no, I understand.
So that's the first part that makes it very.
It sounds like you're also working with smaller companies though, but with people that can execute your vision more. Like your products are better.
Yeah.
It's
like the
everything's...
distillery's such a much better distillery.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the difference.
Right.
Like, I mean, it's night and day. These guys are really, like, the guy that does it is like a chemist, and his dad was an engineer, and this is a family business. His mom hand labels my bottles.
That's pretty neat.
Which is pretty cool. And so now I'm with the right people, and now I just got to try to get it to places. And like I said, it's hard to get, like, if somebody in Daytona wants it, I've got to drive it there. Like, I've got to deliver it there or get my distributor to do it. Hard to drive over there for 2 cases, which is going to make him $40. You know what I mean?
No.
So,
I understand.
so that's the kind of, but I'll take it anywhere. Like, so if someone from Daytona hit me and said, "Hey, we want it in our beach bar, but I'm only buying a case a month," I'll drive it over there. I don't care because I just want it places.
Yep,
you know,
100%.
So, but it literally is like a mom and pop type thing. That you just kind of got to do everything yourself.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's cool having a side hustle, side business, and
that's very personal too. And I love the story with the wife and the vows and making her own and how it kind of came to be. That's neat.
So, Brian, a couple quick radio questions I have for you because I like to give out advice that people can follow.
Are you going to give Brian some advice?
No. I have no advice for Brian. But except for payola, 100%.
Yeah. Oh my God! Can you imagine on their show how much payola?
But so the like in a business that there are tons of turnover and like we've seen layoffs and stuff. You've been working 25 years.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think is your why do you think you lasted in the same market on the same show for that long of a time? What could you attribute that to?
Honestly, I work harder than most people.
You do.
Even still 25 years in, like I do what
Damn it.
What needs
I
to
hate
be
hard work is the
what needs
answer.
to be done.
Do you know how many?
I want to hear anything else
Can you
but
talk
hard
about
work.
how many stations are on? Can you talk about that?
Yeah, it's
Do
fine.
you know how many stations he's on?
What do you mean?
How many?
I don't want to Excel. Is there others?
No. When he says he outworks other people,
Oh.
this is a perfect punchline. How many radio stations are you currently voicing right now as you sit here?
Oh, okay.
Probably about 32.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
anywhere in America, you can hear Brian Grimes at any point in time, and he could be doing
17 hours a day.
Yeah.
I'm on somewhere.
okay, so
so
how does that
when
work?
you talk hats, this guy, remember when I wore a lot of hats when I worked
Right.
there? This guy just took what I did and said, I'm going to raise the bar. I'm going to add 30 more hats.
So here's why. After one of the firings that we talked about, the layoffs, we had a meeting in the room, the little webinar, and they started with the, if you're still here, it's because you're important and all this stuff. And they said,
that does work for me, too. When people say that, I'm like, yes, I am.
And they said,
yes, I
That
am.
makes me scared because I'm like, oh my God, if they haven't figured me out yet. I should have been fired.
One of the things
sure.
they said was, now's the time. Raise your hand. We'll give you more stuff, and with that will come more money and more job responsibility and more security. And so I raised my hand, and I took.
Oh, that's a trap.
It is. It's a trap because the more money and all that stuff didn't really follow.
Oh, really?
But 6 more rounds of layoffs, and I'm still here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that part is
Because
what
he's single-handedly voicing 30 stations.
Okay, so let's talk about voicing because a lot of people don't realize that you may be hearing a voice that's from a different state and because
I'm on in Hawaii, dude.
all right, so let's.
But that's cool.
So,
As a radio guy, and you and I both are.
Yeah.
As geeky radio guys, I think that's like I'm probably one of one, but
Yeah.
I think that's rad.
so there's some town in Hawaii that
Yeah.
someone's
you probably
driving
know
to work.
exactly the station.
That
don't you?
listens to you every day.
Yes.
And they're like, I love Brian. He starts my day, and then
Big up Brian.
and he-
Big Island Brian. man.
like,
Howley. I'm a Howley.
Yeah, howdy.
do you speak in a Hawaiian accent?
No.
I wish you did for every station.
Yeah, you talk like Israel Paskowitz or whatever that guy's name was.
Here's what's
Izzy.
funny. They did lay off some people, and one of the people they laid off, and I'm on. And
They laid off Kamoko. They laid off the Big Kahuna.
no, this one's in Albuquerque. And they asked me to do a spot that was that person's, and then they hit me back and they said, "Can you make it sound more Hispanic?" And I'm like, "You want me to cosplay a Hispanic?"
Hey man, you guys going to love Qdoba.
I'm like, "No, I can't. Like, absolutely not."
people
Well,
will
I
be,
can.
and people will be very angry if they found out. I believe.
Oh, it's the most angry thing.
Dude, they asked me to do the same thing for a suit store, but they wanted me to be more urban. I'm like,
Hey, these suits is awesome, dog. Come on down, dog.
I said, no, I
Hold
wouldn't.
on, I'm gonna put this out there. If you want to hire Daniel, he'll say anything.
I'll do any ethnic voice you need. Yeah.
Say you want to buy these suits.
How do you want it said?
very-
you coming to buy this suit? Yeah, I'll do anything.
That'll sell some
I'll do
suits.
any voice. What kind of suit guy do you need?
That's on the radio right now.
So
All right.
that's what the weird part about being in all these cities is I have to. I mean, look, they send me the pronunciation
I've
for
missed
stuff
you,
in
Brian, guys.
Hawaii, and I'm like, I don't know how to say this.
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
like arenas and like venues. I'm like, I don't know how to say puka ula ula. I'm like, I don't know.
And you don't want to mess it up either
Right.
because you look.
The local audience does like it
They
matters
know.
to them.
And
yeah.
to them, like I would say, also it's different to them. And I have some friends that are Polynesian or island, and it is more important to them than it is to stupid white people with no history whatsoever.
yeah.
Right.
I get it.
Like,
Yeah. You don't want to mess it up.
Mispronounced the Dr. Phillips Center. I don't give a damn. But if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mispronounce like something that's important to them in Hawaii, that's
you don't
want
want to do that.
So,
you don't want to do that.
how long does that take to voice over that many stations? Because are
Oh
there
man,
some
you must ask a good question because you got the big side. You
No.
got the big island side.
like are you getting this like just a page after page script and you're just hammering it out?
No, okay. So the way it works for that show, so I do old school hip hop and R&B 6 days a week in the afternoons, national.
Okay.
So the way
That's
it works
cool.
for that show is every station I'm on weekly sends me a sheet of liners, right? So it's whatever's happening that week in the city or on their station or whatever, and I have to read those, and then I have to read a bunch of sheets that say my name, like, hey, what's up? It's Brian or whatever, and the call letters, right? And that they have all the time, and then daily I do the content part. Someone on that end takes what I do for the content part and then merges it with the stuff I've already recorded to make it sound like I'm there.
Gotcha. Okay.
and
And
that's
so-
probably a real island person doing that.
So I
and they're
yeah.
mad. Okay.
So well now they've computerized it, so they laid him off.
You're right.
So that's how it works for my national show. So it's one show a day that goes everywhere, and then it goes with all the liners that I did, and then I do.
That's cool, though, dude.
My morning show I do live, obviously here in
Yeah,
Orlando,
yeah.
and then my afternoon show I do kind of a hybrid of recorded and live because I record some of it, but then I have a studio at home. So like in the afternoon, something happens, I jump in and do live breaks from home.
That's cool.
So
That's
like
really
yeah.
cool.
So I mean, most of it is live, and then a couple hours a day is recorded.
What time do you get in for XL in the mornings?
My first alarm goes off at 2:20.
God damn.
I like to be in the building by 3 because that gives me an hour and a half of nobody there but me to
Yeah.
get to bang stuff out.
Yeah.
Because if I don't, then when people start getting there, it's can you do this? Can you do this? Can you do this? And then
Yeah.
I'm there until 2 in the afternoon and I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You
feel
know,
that.
and people like forget that you wake up and you're there someplace at 3 in the morning. Like you are dead tired by 5 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Like that is
Especially the mental aspect of
Yeah.
it. And I'm not complaining. Look, I'm not throwing
No.
sod.
No, 3 in the morning is
you
early.
get to the end of the day, like even doing these events we were doing, you get home, it's like 7 or 8 o'clock. I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can stand up anymore.
It's not hard work, but it's taxing mentally, and you're tired, man.
Yeah. 3 in the morning is a different animal than 5:30. Someone like,
It
I
is.
wake up 5:30. It's
No,
close.
not
Like,
the
no.
same.
3 in the morning is the middle of the night. That's
Right.
the middle of the GD night. That's not the morning.
Yeah, my bar friends are like, I'm going home at that time.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's
kiss my
crazy.
ass.
I used to hate that when I'd have to go in early and my friends would be just getting home and I'd be like, I'm getting up.
So, Brian, one more time, plug where people can buy the YoHo rum.
Okay, so right now you could go to yohorum.com. It's just a simple website. There's a link there that says buy now. That'll take you to the BevFly website.
Yeah, I was on there earlier. Very easy.
They'll ship it wherever. And I think like 35 states allow it. So they'll ship it to wherever.
Okay.
You could go to BevFly here in Orlando. It's over by the Fun Spot if you're in Orlando.
nice, yeah.
So they have an actual store that's got everything. And you can buy it there. It's cheaper to buy it here than it is to ship because shipping alcohol is expensive. And then Teak Neighborhood Grill is the bar that I would recommend to go to because John and the crew, they make really good drinks. So if you're in the Metro West area, Teak is a great spot to do that. But easy to get it shipped to you is yohorum.com.
We didn't even try it. We didn't even try the rum.
Oh,
We didn't.
yeah,
You want to try it?
Yeah, let's do one shot
Yeah,
at the
one
end.
shot at the very end.
And the
You gotta-
distillery, real quick, is Lugo Family Spirits. They're in Lakeland. You can go there and drink too. Like they have a bar and everything, so it's really cool.
Awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So they're great guys. So
You got a shot glass, buddy? What do you got?
yohorum.com. What do
you got? How are we doing?
How we doing?
What do you want to open? You said you had an open bottle, or do I use this
No,
one?
I brought one for
okay, all
I brought
right.
one for each of you to have, and then
Oh, thank
one
you,
for
buddy.
us to use here, so you can keep
What
it
are you,
in the studio.
What, you can't open it? This is a cork. What's wrong with you? My God, how weak are you?
So I drink it straight over ice
That's what I'm just going to
because
do a
it's
little
super
bit in a glass.
smooth. But you can
Yeah,
mix it.
do me a
with,
tiny one.
You can mix it with whatever.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's great.
yeah.
Oh, I like this little mason jar you gave me.
Yeah, that's nice.
How cute is that?
Yeah.
All right,
Has
I
a
love
hand-
the smell.
Has a handle and everything.
I love the smell.
Yeah, it's got vanilla, cinnamon, orange.
Oh yeah. It's
that's
delicious.
good.
Like
This is gonna-
candy.
This is
Like
going to
candy.
make me feel better. I know it.
That's the
All right.
trick.
All right, here we
Okay,
go.
ready? Here we go.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Delicious.
Nice little cinnamon at the end.
Yeah. The tastes great.
Not harsh.
Better than being sober.
God, it makes me feel good.
I feel alive. Ooh.
Yeah, you get a burn at the
That's a little Christmassy.
at the end. Yeah, that's what everyone says. Because the new distillery has more cinnamon than the other one and less sugar.
This tastes way better than I've had the other one.
Yeah.
This tastes more like a true small batch.
Right.
Like,
That's what we wanted. We wanted drinkers to drink it versus just people that like sugar water.
oh man, that would be delicious in like right now. It's real big. My mom used to make really good rum punch
Oh yeah.
for like a holiday.
Well,
right?
dude, eggnog or what's the Puerto Rican eggnog?
Coquito.
Coquito.
Yep.
Coquito.
Yeah, put that some coquito. Oh man.
that'd be good.
They do mojitos with it at Teak. They call it a YoHito, and so
yeah.
they do mojitos. You could do an old fashioned with it if you do a rum old fashioned.
Also, we got to get out of here. Kudos to your. No, you're fine. I
No,
just want to.
I'll talk forever.
I want to give you one more compliment. I love that your mascot is a horny girl.
Yeah. Let's bring back horny.
We need more horny cartoons and big-breasted pirates, and you did a good job.
A local artist, Josh Strickland, helped me with that. Like I gave him my idea,
He
and
did good.
and he digitized it and turned it into that for me.
Nice
So
job,
that was pretty cool.
Josh. Well done, man.
AI could do that now.
This is pre-AI. This is pre-AI.
Don't let him talk to you like that.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
We love you, buddy. Thanks for being here.
All right, man.